run of Lord of the Rings right now.
I love it. I respect it.
Yeah.
And then when
Sometimes
it's
you just
gone,
get a random kick. You just have to get
yeah,
through.
I was dog sitting. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't feel like watching New Girl again
Or Family Guy.
Watching that or Family Guy. I wanted to watch something else, and I didn't want to watch Game of Thrones because I've already watched it like 4 times. So I try and get the same concept of Game of Thrones. I was like, oh, Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Haven't seen it in a long
Netflix
time.
now. Yeah.
I also just don't like. I don't watch them as often because
they're so long. They're so long. That's why I can't watch them.
But they're so amazing.
They're so long.
I don't care. They're
you have to
best.
It takes half your day. I mean, really,
it's worth it.
Literally does, Jeff.
It's so worth it, though.
I think I lost brain cells the past 3 days.
It's worth it.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna go over this really quickly. We're gonna do not Game of Thrones.
Not Game of Thrones. Those are about an hour.
Yeah, those are about an hour.
There may be some that want to go longer, but
The Fellowship of the Ring was 3.4 hours long, Jeff.
That's too long.
The two towers were 3.7.
That's too long.
Jeff, The Return of the King was 4.1.
That's way too long. That's 2 movies in one.
Jeff, that's overall 11.2 hours. That's just The Lord of the Rings. That's not The Hobbit.
The Hobbit's probably just as long too.
Wait, here's a question though: is that the extended version or the standard version? That's a big difference.
Standard.
Probably the standard. No, 4 hours seems really long for a normal movie. Yeah, Whitmer, you look that up. I'm on the Hobbit movies right now.
Okay, I'm looking up Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit, the first one was 2 hours and 50 minutes long. The second Hobbit was 2 hours and 41 minutes long. And the last one was 2 hours and 24 minutes. That's normal. That's more on the normal page, Jeff. Yeah. But that's the
all right.
Lord of the
Rings.
So
for Lord of the Rings, it says it is
so for
all theatrical. The first movie is just under. The first 2 movies are just under 3 hours long. The third movie is 3 hours and 20 minutes long.
So the ones I read were extended. So the ones I read you were extended versions.
This is the original, like non-extended.
Yeah, no, like I read you the extended.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and then
he's gonna read the extended.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna shut up.
I knew you were gonna read those. I said I just read you the extended, and just like all right. And
no, I was looking up regular, not extended though. And
then.
Would you say the Hobbit was though?
The Hobbits all were under all the Hobbits were under 3 hours.
Okay.
2 of them were 240, 250, and then the other was 2.5.
Yeah.
That's more normal 2.5. That's 3 hours. That's so fucking long.
Yeah.
Like I agree with Whitmer. Like
I'm one of those people that if I'm seeing a movie, if it goes over like 240, I'm kind of iffy on. Once you get close to that 3 hour mark, my attention span, you start losing me. Yeah.
Okay. Usually
the only thing I had against it was like, I think wasn't Endgame like 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Close to it. That's the only
one.
And that's just there's action pretty much in every scene.
Yeah. So usually, to be fair, I am like the ones I was like, okay, once it's almost 3 hours long, that's way too long. But if it's Endgame, I was like, I can accept it and everything. However, I will say there's definitely obviously some filler that's like they could cut this, but whatever.
The same thing goes with Lord of the Rings. They're fucking walking across grass for 20 minutes. If I wanted to, I could just go do that myself.
In a book, you have to explain walking in the grass. In the movie, you don't need to. You need to do that.
I don't need 20 minutes and then climbing a rock. Like, I get it. It sucks. It's hard. You're nearing the end of your journey. Just
get there already.
We need to watch it for 15 minutes.
Get there already.
With a dude hiding under a fucking wagon, hiding from like. I just don't need to see that for 10 minutes. I get it. Something bad's happening. Your people are being slaughtered, and I watch you hide under a log for 20 minutes. how I feel.
Oh, my
You did it though. You watched them.
I did. I didn't know
Yeah.
what to do with myself, so I watched them. I watched all of them. I watched 2 one day, and when I did that, I was like, okay.
Oh, that day was done.
I was like, I need to get up and go do something.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's pretty much what I did today. I'm gonna finish. Yeah.
The last 2 episodes you got.
I love. He's just like he's so done with these. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
At this point, it's good, but I just want to get it through. Like, I'm just like powering.
I get that.
Once I reach the 4th episode, I'm like, there's only 4 more. I just got to finish it today because my day's gone. My day's gone. I just got to do it.
There you go. But going back to what you mentioned, how like, or I think it was when he said it was like, once you get in like certain modes, like, oh, like I don't know, like I could get into the mood of just like watching like certain genre or anything, or a very specific like you said, you want to watch like something that's Game of Thrones but not really Game of Thrones. For me, randomly, what was it last weekend? I think I just like, what's up?
Lord of the Rings.
No, but that probably will be soon, knowing me.
Of course it would.
But no, it was actually the Dark Knight trilogy.
I like that.
Even though it's got a little long too, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but I just I don't know. Just I think I started Batman Begins the one day. I was like, you know what?
Let's just do this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Why not? Yeah. So
well, that's why I couldn't watch the new. Once I found out like the new Batman was like 3 hours long, it's like it took me forever to want to actually sit down and watch. Like,
I actually had.
Do I really want to kill 3 hours a day just watching this movie?
That's my point.
Or do I want to go do something?
That's the point about Lord of the Rings. Is that where like at that point after like the 2.5 hour mark, it seems like a chore. Even though I'm sitting there on my phone and not doing dick, it seems like a chore. That's why. So like when I sit down and watch a movie, it's a 2 hour movie, hour 45. All right, cool. Watch it. Move on with my day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those movies you gotta be like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch.
Yeah. And not only that, but you're gonna have a snack with you, have something to drink.
Game of Thrones, sit down and watch.
Yes.
Because like I would consider Lord of the Rings not just because of the medieval concept of it. But there's a lot of names, a lot of places like Game of Thrones where it's like you got to remember all that.
Yeah,
got to remember the names, got to remember these certain things. Where the Marvel Cinema series, you really didn't. There wasn't that many places to remember. It was like 4 places, the 4 main places that really matter, and most of the time they were said repetitively.
Yes.
These types of shows or movies, they don't say them that. They say them a couple times. They pop them up on the TV screen. And they say them a lot, but they don't explain what it is afterwards.
Yeah.
You don't hear
that place.
If you don't hear it the first time and know what it is, then you're kind of lost on what it is.
Yeah.